So interestingly enough, come here close so you can hear me. So this right here, when I first saw the car like 20 some years ago, it was sticking out, the ass end of it was sticking out of a corn crib, and all you could see was just what you see right here. And I believe this to be like the edge of the building, and it was also facing north, so it didn't get direct sunlight, but it sat there for years with just the back end sticking out. So I believe this to be, you know, kind of weather faded, not so much sun, but I remember the wall being right here, and they probably dripped water on it for decades. So here we go. Today's adventure is the barn find, and it's not necessarily a barn find, but I would call it like Ryan calls them, the hidden gems. This is a car that we've known about for a long time, and we've been kind of holding on to it for the appropriate time. And we're going to take this car to the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, the barn find and hidden gems. So, has anyone opened this door yet? Let's see, what are these magazines? So, Carcraft, Chevy High Performance. What's that doing in here? Oh, there's another mouse running around the frame rail. Yep. All right. We're going to get it strapped down, and we're going to take it back to the shop. Hey, so we made it back, and the guys are unloading all the equipment. We're going to be checking for any kind of documents, anything worth saving, and there's a lot of stinky stuff that we're not going to save. But all right, here's the second part of this barn find journey. So we've got Draven all suited up. It's time to cook, Jesse. Hopefully, found some keys under the floor mat. Nope, stop. Chevy guy. Oh, sweet. This is the first look. All right, this is the first look. All right, so I think we're officially done with this car for right now. We verified that number 8 intake valve is stuck, and number 3 intake valve is stuck because the intake was off of it. Alright, just some regular old dish soap. So this is where we're really going to get it scrubbed up and clean. Now the car's got some rust, since you know it's never going to be a beauty queen until it gets restored, but this is going to really get that grime off of there. So this right here, when I first saw the car like 20 some years ago, it was sticking out, the ass end of it was sticking out of a corn crib, and all you could see was just what you see right here. And I believe this to be like the edge of the building, and it was also facing north, so it didn't get direct sunlight, but it sat there for years with just the back end sticking out. So I believe this to be, you know, kind of weather faded, not so much sun, but I remember the wall being right here, and they probably dripped water on it for decades. All right, today is the day we finally get a chance to dig into this car. This is the Mouse House GTX, and let's see if we can make this thing run. All right, if you're new to the channel, this is we started calling it the Mouse House GTX because this thing was absolutely full of mice when we found the car, and we've been cleaning on this for a while. It was in the barn finds and hidden gems at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. And now we got it back here in the shop. We're going to start to disassemble it and see if we can make it run. We did verify that it has a stuck number 8 exhaust or intake valve and a stuck number 3 intake valve. When we found the car, the intake was loose. And it had some t-shirts on top of it, but it wasn't sealed up. So we did put a wrench on the crankshaft, and we were able to get the engine to rotate most of the way over, but not all the way. And with the intake off, we could see that the intake valves were stuck. So, all right. So for the show, so the air cleaner would fit on it right, and just so it was kind of sealed up for the moment, I threw the intake on it, and most of the bolts were here in the car. It didn't have a carburetor, so the original carburetor looks to be long gone. Original ground cable still has the orange spray paint on it. Original ground cable on the firewall too. God, that thing is just brittle. God, these intakes are so heavy. So these belly pan or valley pan gaskets are 440 and 383 are unique to each other. Because you've got a low deck and a raised deck. Better dry some of that up. So we got a little water here left over from when we power washed it. More parts for the parts washer. If you know these Mopars, the corner ones are studs. Oop, that one hit the floor. That thing is really rusted on there. 1969 valve cover. Really clean inside though. So this car has 50,000 miles on it. 50,000 and change. According to Randy, his older brother Jerry blew up the engine and rebuilt it. So the engine's pretty clean inside here. It's got some Excel, or I'm sorry, Mallory. Got some Mallory parts on here. So Mallory distributor and coil. Some kind of crazy cap nut on here. Alright, so for future reference, we've got a black wire to negative and a green wire to negative, which is probably the tack wire. And then we've got a red to the positive side. Let's see, where does that red one come from? Oh, and then we've got the noise suppressor, which was on the positive side. So these wires off of here. So let's see, the negative would always come from the distributor or the points. Yep, it comes from the, I don't even know if this is points. It's Mallory. Oh, she's dual points. Nice. So dual point Mallory distributor. There's your green one, must be for the tack. We did verify that this is the numbers matching engine and transmission. So awesome on that. Numbers matching engine and transmission. Let's see. I'm gonna get this valve train all unhooked, and then I'll be able to kind of crank this engine over a little bit more. Get some of this water soaked up here. All right. There's the valley pan. Still full of oil there. When we had this in here earlier, I did splash a whole bunch of oil, like everywhere. We had oil everywhere just to keep it lubricated. All right. Mallory dual point. Fun. Oh man, that thing is crusty. I'm just going to cut these heater hoses off here. I don't know why I bent that over. Alright. Dual point. Red wire. What the heck? Alright. Garbage. Kind of give you a close up here of it. Yeah, how about that? All right, what next? Well, I really should get this alternator off here. That thing is, man, he's got all kinds of crazy spacers on this. So obviously, during his disassembly attempt, lost the spacer. See if we can unbolt this alternator without busting it. Pretty good chance it's the original alternator. the date code on this at some point. So this would have had a vapor separator originally, and it is long gone. Ooh, it's got some kind of fuel in it. You know that's nasty. Yeah, this is going outside because you know that stinks. The electric stuff is good, but it's not going to work every time. So when I get this done, or I get these rocker assemblies and push rods out, I'm going to put a battery in this and see if it cranks over. Because that'll mean every single valve is closed. Oops, couple more threads. All right, there's one assembly. Let's do the other side here. Okay. All right. So I watch a guy who does dirt bike engines, and I can't think of his name right now. Look at how he bent that sucker. He tears apart dirt bike engines, and as he's tearing it apart, one of his lines is rest. All right, so I did that. Not a problem. We've got other push rods. Just go get them from another used engine. So. Alright, so bent push rods. Womp womp. Oh, damn. Maybe we do get a stuck piston. Maybe that. Oh, I see it right now. That valve is stuck down. Okay. Yep. Alright, we're gonna have to pull the heads off. Yeah, I can see this one is stuck down. Number 5 intake, no, 5 exhaust is stuck down. Yep. We got it. Alright. So these valves are stuck open, but the engine does turn some. Alright, dang it. Alright, well, the next thing is the exhaust manifolds. Those are gonna suck. Man, them things are just so seized. They ain't coming off. So we got 3 valves that are out. They ain't moving. They are not moving. All right. Well, they move. They're stuck. All right. So we got the exhaust manifolds off, or the headers. This is gonna suck. I'll show you the cylinder head. So there's that one valve. That's the exhaust valve. And then there's an intake valve. Completely stuck. All right. Man, oh man. Yeah, these heads are going to need complete disassembly. And really, the whole engine probably needs to be rebuilt, but I don't know. We'll get the other head off and see how bad it is. We'll get all that oil dried up, and it's got a little bit of a ridge on it, so it's got some miles on it. Well, I might call it for the night. All right, well, there it is. So not great. It's just kind of looking worse and worse, but I mean, this is kind of not bad news. So Took the wire brush to that. So the engine's definitely been rebuilt, so that kind of goes with Randy's story on the car. But it is the original numbers matching engine. I did verify that. And then you can see that it does have a purple camshaft in there. All right, so direct connection piece. I think I'm going to end up cutting that header off of there. I'm going to raise it up and see if the torsion bar removal would aid in getting that header off. I just don't have it in me to pull this engine out to put, just to pull the head off. So, like I said, it's not looking great, but we're not down and out. So, on to the next. That kind of does it for the Mouse House GTX. This thing's not down and out by any means, but it's going to need some serious work. It's time for me to get back to real work. This thing, we're going to clean it up. We're going to put all the parts in a tote, and we're going to take it back to Randy's house. And anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. We're going to do more Mopar builds like always. I don't have any barn finds on the horizon, but kind of disappointing. She'll run again. Thanks for watching.